Welcome to another episode of Chop It Up. This sponsored by Michelle's Morning Tea. Is that tea you're drinking?
It is tea. It's Trader Joe's ginger turmeric herbal tea.
Or we'll just call it Michelle's Morning Tea. And as you can see, we're joined by our illustrious and hard to find colleague, Barry.
Heart attack.
Hey,
Heart attack.
I miss you guys, man. I miss y'all.
Yeah. So I've got a few things I'd like to talk about. First of all, I'd like to talk about the billing that goes on in the medical profession.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. During the first COVID lockdown, or what will be known soon as the first COVID lockdown, since we're spiraling toward the second.
Towards another one, yeah.
People just won't wear a mask.
I'm telling you,
wear a mask.
Crazy. It's crazy.
This is all preventable by masks.
I will say this. During the election, Biden was usually referred to as Sleepy Joe. Now I'm hearing him called Lockdown Joe. They know the lockdown is coming. So, and I've got a picture I'm going to share. It's this picture right here. I went to the Sawgrass Mills Mall yesterday and found a COVID-19 store. And here's a picture of it. I mean, it's kind of weird.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's an industry now. It's an industry. That's what it's official. It's an industry.
COVID.
Ingenuity. I mean, take suffering and make $1 off of it.
Yes.
For things that people need.
During the first COVID lockdown, I was working out on my balcony.
Hold on. I just had a thought. I wonder how much Trojan made with the HIV crisis.
I don't think it's just Trojan. That's a pretty big market there.
It's a big market.
Yeah.
But before HIV, condom use was like down, and then HIV and up. I don't know.
Makes you wonder how much money did Astroglide lose after the HIV
profiting off of human misery.
Yeah, there it is. We laugh, we kid, right? Well, during the first lockdown, I was on my balcony and I'm watching these people skate by on these inline skates, and they're just going by so gracefully and effortlessly. And I'm thinking, wow, that's got to be a great cardio workout. I think I'll give that a try. So I ordered some. That was the first mistake. First mistake was ordering skates. This was a series of unfortunate events, okay? The second mistake was I did not buy any pads. I'm thinking, I skated before. You know what I mean? I skated in high school. What do you mean? I don't even remember falling down. So I get this.
Remember, I remember teenagers don't think long-term consequences.
Right.
High risk.
So I get the skates, and I go to a parking lot, and I put them on, and not even 30 seconds later, I fall right down on my right knee, and I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong, right? So then what do? I go buy the pads. I give my knee about 6 or 8 weeks to heal, and it doesn't. So I end up going and getting some x-rays, and turns out that I had a fracture. The good news is I fractured a part of my knee that was calcium buildup from previous injuries and arthritis. So I broke some bones I really didn't need. So that was, when I went and got everything taken care of, I got a letter from Memorial West Hospital, a great hospital. If you're ever down here and you're ever sick, make sure you go to Memorial West because they really do take care of you. And they gave me 100% financial assistance because I told them, look, man, I just got out of prison. The COVID thing, it's not really happening for me. So then I got a bill. After I got the letter, I got a bill. So then I had to call the people with the first bill. Oh, yeah, okay, right. Yeah, that was a mistake. We're sorry. Then I got a bill from the people that took the x-rays. And, okay, we're sorry. And then I still had to pay the orthopedic guy because he's not part of that. So that's cool. They let me work it off. I paid it off in a couple months. Well, then I got sick. I got strep throat really bad. So I went to urgent care. And before I go in there, they say, do you have any insurance? I said, no, I do happen to have insurance now, though. It starts in January. I didn't know I was eligible for insurance when I got out of prison. Thankfully, I didn't have any I got out of prison so fast, thankfully, that I didn't
But
have any
wait.
reentry information. So
Let me
Yeah.
back up. I was the release. I did like aftercare for mentally ill inmates, and I didn't even know about the insurance thing.
Right.
So I wasn't even trained in that. So
yeah, well
that's
there
some
it is.
bullshit. That's some
So,
bullshit. DOC and their
uh,
bullshit again.
Me
I go to
neither.
urgent care. I tell them I don't have any insurance. They say, well, it's going to be $159 one-time fee. So I say, okay, well, that's great. I can do that, $159. Turned out to be like 162 with tax. And then like 6 weeks later, I get a bill for $630. And I said, what the hell
What?
is this? Yeah. So I call him up and I said, man, who the fuck are you talking to? I said, I don't owe you no money like that. And I explained it to him. Oh, we're sorry. It was entered into the system wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
I get another bill for $3 something. And we go through it again, the whole song and dance. Hello, 159, you know. And I tell him, I said, listen, I know all these calls are recorded. So
Yeah.
let's cut the bullshit. I know the call that because when I was in urgent care, they said, you're going to pay over the phone. I said, no problem. So I know that's recorded. So
Yeah.
let's get to the bottom of the bullshit. And they say, okay, yeah, you're right. Well, much to my chagrin, I got another one now. Take it with me.
Welcome to medical care in America.
Yeah, listen, I got another one.
When people complain about their $5 copays, like I sit there and go, you have no idea. No idea.
This one to you though. This one here is for another $230 something. And when I call them, they said, oh, no. This is for the doctor that saw you. I say, wait a minute.
That ain't what you told me.
When I walked in, I was told one-time fee. I said, no, I don't know where you're from, but when I put those words together, one-time fee, it means one time.
One time.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're paying
That's
one
it.
time. I said, so now it's fraud. I'm being defrauded. When I went in there, I was told it was a one-time fee. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, well, we meant to say one time except for this other time. I said, if you'd have told me I'd be paying $400 for a sore throat, I'd have took my coffin ass on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Welcome to medical care.
So what did they say about that? Did they straighten it?
I'm looking for
This.
When we get done, I'm going over there to see them goddamn people.
Oh, so you didn't get it straightened out?
What's that?
I said you didn't get it straightened out yet?
No, because I just got it Tuesday, and yesterday I had to take Mom to a bunch of different places, so I didn't get a chance. But I got to do it today because then I get to call this lady back at the billing.
What are you looking for? We're doing a show, Robert. Where are you going?
Oh, there it is. Hold on. I put it next to the door so I can have it with me when I leave. But here's the bill.
How Waldo doing?
Waldo's doing good. My other dog, we had to put her to sleep. So Waldo's kind of sad.
Oh,
Yeah, that was his sister.
I'm sad now.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
I owe these people $246. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's not happening. That is
Welcome
not
to medical care. Dude, and for me, I have to fight with insurance companies. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
As a provider, I have to sit there and argue. And one of them is the worst. It's taken me forever to get paid by them. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's always like something small. Something small on the claim wasn't filled out correctly. And another one, I didn't know that I was using the wrong codes. Because they're like, it's a Medicaid HMO plan. Because Medicaid gets parceled out to different insurance companies. I didn't know I was supposed to use Medicaid coding for this other company. So I wasn't getting paid, and nobody was explaining to me why I wasn't getting paid. I had to hunt down, then refile all the claims, and then now I have a Medicare claim under them. So I'm like, okay, all the same codes. Nope. We go back to the other codes now. So I have to be like, are you Medicaid? Are you underneath Medicare? Or this is a plan, just a regular plan? Because the codes are all different. All of the same service, just different coding. It's ridiculous.
And then if they have a dual plan, because that's what I do all day. So if they have a dual plan, then it's a whole nother ball game. Because you
Yeah,
got to build a primary Medicare first because they're primary. Then you have to build Medicaid secondary to pay the other 20%.
exactly. And then like WellCare is nice because like you have Medicare and then Medicaid under both of them. So that's kind of a lot easier. But I have one where she has Medicare, then she has a secondary. The secondary won't pay the copay because I'm not credentialed with that insurance company. It's ridiculous.
Those giant Tootsie Rolls are hell, man. God.
What are you talking about?
I got some leftover Halloween candy.
We're talking about insurance and you're over there talking about Halloween candy. I hope you have your dental paid up.
Hey, I just got full dental coverage.
Hell, even with full dental coverage. I had dental coverage and I still paid like, I don't know how much. I think I paid like $1,100 for a root canal. Wow. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you get like the post. Yeah. You know it, Barry.
Yeah, they don't cover most. They give you like a examination and maybe a
discount.
Cleaning. Yeah, and that's about it.
And they say, we're going to give you a discount on your stuff. So I think I paid like almost $2,000 for a root canal, a post on a crown. This tooth better last me forever. Yeah.
And speaking of insurance companies, now I got a fight with Geico because, I got in an accident the 17th last month. And that's why I've been missing because I've been going to physical therapy. And
how is that coming along? Everything's feeling better?
Yeah, a lot better. I had a torn ligament in my hand and a couple herniated discs in my back, like about 6 of them.
Wow.
That sucks. So what's going on with Geico? Why are they not paying your bills?
Yeah, what's up with the lizard?
So what happened is the police report determined that they could not find who was at fault.
Okay, so this, hold on. Now, first thing, before we get into this, I spent about 2.5 hours yesterday listening in on some parole hearings because Steve had his hearing yesterday. So I've had about as much of my tolerance of bureaucratic bullshit as anybody can take. So what you're trying to tell me is, or what you're telling me is, that your accident happened in an intersection.
Yeah.
Somebody had to have the right of way, I imagine.
Exactly, which was me because the light had just turned green. She tried to beat the red light and hit me.
So your red light going this way or her red light going this way and your green light going that way doesn't show who's at fault.
Exactly. I'm going to the officer. I guess because she said that the light was green. Of course she would say the light was green.
Now, but aren't there traffic cameras?
I don't think there's any right there.
Well, damn, next time I run a red light, it better be there because last time I ran one, it cost $163.
So you need to get, I feel like we all should have dash cams because like I've been watching, like my husband watches weird shit on YouTube and we were watching dash cam road rage things and like dash cams prove everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get a dash cam that shows what I see and me on the screen at the same time. I can say, look at this son of a bitch, and then you can see.
You know? We can still hear your voice, Robert, just because we're not looking at you.
Yeah,
I guess.
And the crazy part is, so when it first happened, Geico contacted me first. And so they told me, hurry, go to the toll place and sign the car over so they don't have to keep building up the storage fees. So I signed my car over to them. And then they come back later, a couple weeks later, and say, oh, no, we don't accept liability. So now you took my car. And now you're telling me you don't accept liability.
Huh.
So they had you total it out?
Yeah.
And then they're not going to pay you for it.
And then that's the fight.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That is some bullshit. They shouldn't have made you do that then.
Yeah, because I could have went and junked my car and sold it for something to pay for the storage fees or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's some bullshit. I'd be mad too, Barry. How are you fighting them? What are you doing?
So now I'm probably gonna have to get me a lawyer or somebody, but I'm gonna try to call them first, see if we can try to settle something out first.
Yeah.
because the car's not really worth much. It was my lady's car. It was an old car. So
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. I had a Chevette that got into an accident. And then, because the girl turned right in front of me. I hit the front of her car. It was clearly her fault. Like, there was no, she turned in front of me.
Right.
yeah,
And like, it was, I had a Chevy Chevette. This was like in the early 2000s. It was like an 86. So they're like, we'll give you $300 for it. I was like,
yeah,
I'll take this beat up piece of shit and keep driving it till I can't anymore.
yeah,
Wow.
Like, so I understand the pain.
yeah. And the adjuster told me they were gonna give me like 2,500 for 24 or something like that. But then they turned around and said,
Then they
Oh,
took the
no, we don't-
24 off and just gave you nothing.
nothing. So yeah, we don't accept liability.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But why not decide that before you make me sign my car over to you?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's some shady, shady practice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some shady practice.